Morning and welcome back to Aussie Frugal Family. My name is Rachel and on this channel we chat about the cost of living crisis and how expensive everything is and how our family of four are making ends meet. So we have just switched up our grocery budget. If you have seen my previous couple of videos, you'll know that we are now working with $200 a week, and that is for 2 adults, a toddler and a baby who is now eating food. That's also for 1 dog and 1 cat. Our grocery budget includes any household items that we need to buy. There's not often many household things that we have to buy because I make a lot of our stuff. Any personal care products, which again, we don't buy heaps of because I usually just use like Castile soap and things like that. And yeah, just all that sort of stuff. It is Tuesday today, which means my daughter is at kindy, which means I have some time to do the grocery shopping. I find it very difficult to do the groceries with the toddler around. So yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays are now her kindy days, and that is when I will be doing the groceries. I feel like I have not done a fridge, freezer and pantry tour for a little while, so I'm going to do that just while I take stock of everything we have and everything we need. We did get our fruit and veg box and meat box delivered from Farmer's Pick last week, so we won't be buying any of that stuff this week, unless I buy some like berries and stuff because the baby's learning how to eat and berries go down well. But yeah, we will see. So let's go have a look at what's in the house. Okay, let's start with the fridge, which is looking at pretty stocked up. These are just some English muffins that my husband bought. He started going for a surf in the mornings when the daughter does not have kindy. So he just has one of these before he goes for a surf. Grapes, which are on the top shelf so that the toddler cannot get to them. She is allowed to eat grapes, of course, but yeah, they need to be chopped up before she does, and we don't want any choking hazards at toddler height. Still have some jam left. I might start making my strawberry matchas again with that jam because we're just not like jam on toast people, but it's lovely in a matcha. Plenty of honey left. The grapes, obviously, we didn't buy these, by the way. My dad bought them because we went to his place yesterday for a little picnic and he was like, I'm not going to eat them because he generally eats like low carby stuff. So yeah, we got them. This is just some leftover stroganoff. I don't know why it doesn't have a lid. But I guess I'll have to eat that today. Greek yogurt, still got plenty of that. There's Vegemite. We still have quite a few eggs, I think. The chickens have started laying, which is nice. They don't all lay yet, and they have been laying them in strange places because they free range. But yeah, we will get onto that eventually. So we have, how many is that? 2, 4, 6, 7 eggs there. And then I think this one is full. Yeah, I might buy another carton anyway, just because we all have eggs for breakfast. We think they're really healthy. And the baby also eats eggs for breakfast as now as well. Yes, you do. Yeah. So yeah, that means we end up going through like 2, 4, like 6 eggs each morning, which is a lot. I know that we can like stretch them out with water and whatever else, but like that sort of just defeats the purpose of the health benefits of the eggs. This is just more leftover stroganoff from last night. We have tomato paste, sweet chili sauce, teriyaki, what's it called? Sriracha, that's been in there forever. Cubey mayo that we like to keep on hand. This is my lunch for the week. I just made up some butter chicken with some extra veggies. You'll see that on a video that I post either before or after this. I don't know. My video posting schedule is everywhere at the moment. A couple of pieces of leftover pizza from pizza night. And this is just some baby meal prep food. He's just got a couple of bits of chicken and some strawberries that I'll give him for lunch today. He pretty much just eats what we eat, by the way. We just like, I just alter whatever we eat to make it safe for babies. But for lunch, because I often have meal prep, I'll just prepare him a little something as well. All right, down here we have half a toddler banana. which I think the baby will end up getting that. It looks kind of black, but he won't care. Waters. Okay, then down here we have some Scotch fillet. This is for dinner tonight. That's our farmer's pick meat. Very happy with the quality of that so far. And I'm going to do a little cauliflower situation with it. And I'm going to do like a barbecue cauliflower type thing. Tomorrow night will be chicken and Japanese curry. Again, it's a mingle seasoning. And there's all my veg already chopped up. What I like to do to organize everything is obviously I keep all our produce in our produce pods. But then whenever I can, usually when the baby is asleep, I plan out the meals for the next few days, chop up all the vegetables, put them in containers so they're just ready to go. Because if you're a parent, especially of multiple children, you will know that afternoons, evenings are chaos or can be chaos. So this just makes it a lot easier. Stuff's ready to go. I cook as much as I can when the baby's happy. So down here we have a few mushrooms that we bought for the stroganoff. They were like $2, so whatever, I guess we went over budget by $2. Prunes that the toddler occasionally eats, 1 passion fruit, 2, 4, 6 lemons still that I keep forgetting about, corn, which should be in here. And then let's have a look at what is in our produce pods. To color coordinate my produce pods, so my green veggies go in the green bag and then sort of orange red stuff goes in the yellow. I think I want to buy another one of these just so that I can put everything in there. I don't know, we'll see. So in our green one today, we have, this is all like almost a week old, by the way, but the produce pods keep it all nice and fresh. So we have a broccoli, we have some bok choy, which I actually don't know what I'm going to do with yet. We have broccolini. There is, I forgot about the cucumbers. We have zucchini and 2 cucumbers. These cucumbers are going to be really good for toddler snacks for the next couple of days. So I might get them out. The rest, this will probably go with our steak tonight. Actually, we'll probably use the broccolini for the steak tonight. Maybe the zucchini as well. We shall see. Then in our yellow produce pod, we have 1 nice red capsicum, 1/4 of a pumpkin. It's a, what's it called, butternut pumpkin, and 1 carrot. Here in the baby's behind the door, so he keeps closing it. Look at that cute little baby hand. Anyway, in the door, we still have 2 blocks of cheese. I've just been buying one every week, but we haven't been using that much. So I won't buy one this week because we have plenty. Just some crackers that the toddler has for snacks, mingle seasonings, milk. This was something we had to top up on because I accidentally bought milk that was really close to its expiry date last week. So I'll try and get one that has quite a long date on it today because there's still quite a lot of this left. What's it called? Oh, I didn't throw away the other milk though, by the way. Once it reaches its expiry date, we drink a little bit off the top, then pop it in the freezer, and then I can use it for making whatever cheese and stuff. I don't make like fancy cheese. I just mean like that ricotta cottage cheese type thing that you can make. Water, juice, which is almost a week old now. Obviously this is pretty expensive, but this is what we put our toddler's medicine into in the morning. It's the only way we can reliably get it into her, so we're doing what we have to do at the moment. This is pretty old as well. I'll have to finish that today. This is some mayo from my dad's place yesterday. Worcestershire sauce, fish sauce, oyster sauce, and soy sauce. And down there is just more mingle seasoning. Yeah, freezer is nice and stocked up at the moment. If you ever see these meals in here, it's because my mum's neighbour works at like a cafeteria thingy. And there's often leftover food, so sometimes we get some. She's lovely to do that for us. We really appreciate it. They're usually really good too. These are just a bunch of leftover dinners. I don't even know what's in here. Just leftover dinners from the last sort of week. and my husband will take those for work lunches. I used to do a whole big like meal prep thing to make sure that he had the spaghetti bolognese that he likes. But since we've been using the Mingle recipe bases, we've just had heaps of leftovers. So it's been really, really convenient to just divide it up into portions, freeze them. And then he can just pick and choose what he wants to take to work. Over here is a whole lot of butter chicken. I made a huge batch of butter chicken. So these are each a family size serving for us. So there's 3 dinners or whatever over there. This is just chicken fat that I talk about using every week and keep forgetting. Yeah, so we just need to defrost one of those and add rice, and that's a family dinner. And then these are like double portions, I believe. So it's pretty much a family portion as well. There's another one down there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 portions. 6 family portions of the butter chicken. This is Sri Lankan curry back here, so there's 3 of those. That could probably be a family portion as well. We would just need to add some meat because that has no meat on it, and that is just my yeast. So yeah, lunches are definitely sorted for the coming week. Down there we just have frozen bananas, which I will make banana bread with today, I think, actually, if the baby will let me. Oh yeah. And these are just some chicken bones, bread butts, which I have been feeding to me and the toddler. The husband doesn't like the bread butts, but I've realized that the toddler will eat them, so that's nice. Peas, corn, more peas, stir fry veggies, and frozen spinach. Okay, and now it is time to go through our very visually overwhelming pantry. I don't know if you can tell, we don't have a huge pantry, and that part's sort of full of my husband's stuff. So yeah, we squish everything into these sort of like 4 shelves. I have been doing the little stockpiling thing. I know some people are concerned about me buying a bunch of brown rice. This brown rice isn't meant to store for like years and years. We're going to be rotating through all of these things. So we use the one at the front, rotate it out, put a new one at the back type situation. So I think I'm pretty happy with this little routine thingy that we've got going on. What do we need to buy? Soy milk. I might buy 1 more of those because I'll be opening that one today. Flour, we will buy 1. Rice, we're all good. I'll buy a couple of pennes. Actually, you know what? I might not buy any more of the pennes until we get through some of these pasta, because we have heaps of spaghetti. Because we have heaps of spaghetti at the moment. We're definitely okay on sugar. There's just cocoa powder and milk powder as well. Baking powder. We actually don't have much of this left. And I would love to buy one that's aluminium free. So I don't know. I haven't like done that much research into it, to be honest. I've just seen people buying aluminium free ones. So yeah, I don't know. I'll look into that. More brown rice. Maybe I do have too much brown rice. It'll be fine. This is white rice. And what's back there? Oh, more sugar. Okay, we've got so much sugar. Down here, these are the like instant oat things that I make. It's basically just blended up oats with milk powder and some chia seeds or whatever you want to put in there. Peanut butter, plenty of rolled oats. There's chickpeas. I need to organize this part of the pantry a lot better. But there's chickpeas and black beans and apple cider vinegar, coconut oil, other types of oil, some sauces, some breadcrumbs. This is what I want to look at. Is do I need to top up on anything? Looks like we're down to 2 coconut creams, so I will buy a couple more of those. I'll also buy 2 more jars of passata and 1 more jar of tomato paste, just so we have 4 of everything. And oh goodness, some opened pretzels. Still have heaps of those pretzels we got from Lighthouse Care. Gelatin that I bought last week that I haven't done anything with, but I will. Coconut flour, flaxseed. This is just like some fish oil and supplements and stuff. Tahini, which I love but haven't used yet. Popcorn, chia seeds, and there's some crackers and tea and salt back there. Down here, this is usually onions. We don't have any onions. I've got 1 in the fridge ready to go for a dinner. But yeah, I guess we're not having any onions for the next week. Plenty of potatoes for our rosti on, when do we have that? Sunday. That's because we didn't make one this week because we had Father's Day. We had sausages instead. A little tiny butternut pumpkin and 2 big sweet potatoes. I really need to go through the fruit bowl. The toddler has been mushing some things. So we've got pears in the fruit bowl, some blood oranges, which the toddler does not like, but the baby does. Apples, 1 very mangy banana. Oh dear, I should have put some of this stuff into the fridge by now, but I've just been a bit lazy. The tomatoes are ready to go in the fridge too. The one's been sitting there a bit long. But yeah, that's all the stuff that we have in our fruit bowl. Yes, hello. In the freezer, you can see that we have that milk that was about to go off. We have plenty of baker's flour still. We have this big packet of bacon that was from Lighthouse Care. And this is still all our meat from Farmer's Pick. So we still have our mince, our thigh fillets, more thigh fillets, chicken breast. We still have 1 packet of the sausages. These were so good. Like I said, we had Father's Day breakfast with these. Very, very yummy. Diced beef as well. And we have some sirloin. And we also have 1 packet of the eye fillet that came from Lighthouse Care as well. Plenty of dinner bread rolls still there, like heaps. And then underneath there's just some onion rings that were from Lighthouse Care. And underneath those is just my mountains of turmeric that I grew this year. That is it. That's all the food that we have in our house at the minute. So yeah, I'm just going to write up a little list just to replenish the hey baby, just to replenish the stockpile in the cupboard. Hey, yeah, and just get whatever else we need. I'm also about to go eat some fruit because it needs to be eaten. So yeah, our budget for top-ups at just regular grocery stores is $100 a week. So we get the, what's called Farmer's Pick fruit box and meat box. Oi! And that ends up being $186, I believe, a fortnight. So I just sort of round that up to $200 a fortnight. And then, yeah, $100 a week on other stuff to top up with. Okay, I'm going to go get our list organized and I will talk to you when I've done that. Okay, this is my little list that I have just written. We've got coconut cream, passata, tomato paste, penne. I've decided to put that on there because it is good for the baby. Toddler yogurt, butter, milk, eggs, corn flour, and toilet paper. Don't judge my messy handwriting. I would like to go to ALDI today because I still have some gift cards left over from some social media, like TikTok campaigns that I've done with them. I don't know if that will fit in to our plans for the day. I have to go to the big shops today to get my parents some birthday presents, and I need to get the toddler a asthma puffer and stuff. And there's no ALDI at the big shops. So I'll see how the baby is going and whether I can squish ALDI in on the way home. But if I feel like he's not able to do that, we'll just be going to the Woolies at the big shops. Which again, I don't like supporting Coles or Woolies if I don't have to. But look, sometimes it's just necessary, or not necessary, but it makes my life easier sometimes. So yeah, I might put all this into the ALDI website and see how much it's going to cost. I don't think this will cost over $100. That would be wild, wouldn't it? Let's go see. I have changed things around a bit. I have some DoorDash credits from a video that I did with ALDI. So what I'm going to do is get an ALDI DoorDash. I have $130 and some cents left on that. So I think I'm actually going to use that up because otherwise I will only have like $30 left on it. And it's not really worthwhile getting something from there for $30. So yeah, I'm going to use up those credits I won't buy anything stupid, obviously. I'm just gonna stock up on some pet food because that's another thing that it would be nice to have in the stockpile. So I might aim to have 1 big bag of dog food and a couple of bags of cat food in the rotation as well. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna make it up to it'll be like $131 so that I can use up my DoorDash credits. So I am going to do that, and then the next footage you see will be of our groceries for the week. So this is almost everything I got with our $130 DoorDash credit. I also got 2 massive bags of dog food. They're like the big bags, but the other one is not here. So yeah, we got a big thing of toilet paper, some toddler yogurts, some of the free range eggs, 2 of the wholemeal spirals, 1 thing of tomato paste, 2 things of passata, 2 coconut creams, some corn flour, just because sometimes recipes call for corn flour and I never have it. 2 things of cat food, 2 lots of frozen berries, and 2 butters. So a lot of this stuff is not stuff that we will use this week. It will just be to restock the pantry. So yeah, that's what I got with our $130. It doesn't look like a lot, but remember we got 2 massive bags of dog food as well for this thing. Okay, it's the next day because life. But that was everything that I bought with our budget. So I think next week I will try to spend under $70 just to make up for the extra $30 that I spent this week. So yes, let me know what you think I should make, but let's be real, I'll probably just make more mingle foods next week. I don't know, I feel like it's getting kind of boring to see what we eat because it's always just mingle recipes. But yeah, I will eventually use them up, and then I will endeavor to mix some of my own spices again. I do have my own spices, I just don't use them at the moment. But yeah, those are my groceries. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.